The Bold and the Beautiful has enthralled viewers with its complex plots, glitzy locations, and dramatic narrative turns for more than 30 years. Being one of the longest-running soap operas in TV history, it has developed steadily over the years, adding new characters that give the cherished program new dimensions. Luna stands out among these characters as a crucial person whose presence has drawn a lot of attention from both reviewers and fans. This piece explores Luna's persona, her function in the show, and her influence on the continuing story of The Bold and the Beautiful. Luna, who joined the world of The Bold and the Beautiful recently, has emerged as a major character in the plot. The gifted actress's name, brought to life the complicated and multidimensional character Luna, whose past is connected to many important characters in the show. Context and overview. When Luna made her on-screen debut in Year, she exuded mystery and a clear sense of purpose. Her history was first kept a secret, with mysterious flashbacks and cryptic conversation providing the only hints about it. As the plot developed, it became evident that Luna's entrance wasn't an accident and that she was closely related to two of the show's main dynasties, the Spencer and Forrester families. Luna's place in the narrative. Since her premiere, Luna has had an impact on several storylines, changing the course of events and the lives of well-known characters. Her responsibilities fall into a few main categories. Family relationships. Luna's narrative revolves on her relationship with the Spencer and Forrester families. The Forrester family is rocked by the revelation that she is character's name's long-lost half-sister. Her entrance upends the status quo and creates new issues, especially with character's name, who are left to deal with her abrupt presence and the ramifications of her assertions. Romantic entanglements. Luna's engagement in love subplots is one of her most interesting character traits. She has inspired immense drama and emotion via her encounters with important characters like character's name and character's name. Particularly noteworthy is Luna's connection with character's name, which has resulted in a turbulent relationship that has enthralled viewers. The show's central theme is the ups and downs of this affair, with fans looking forward to every new development. Intrigue in business. Luna's persona has taken on a new dimension with her introduction into The Bold and the Beautiful's corporate world. She is an astute entrepreneur who has made calculated decisions that have impacted Spencer Publications and Forrester Creations' financial results. Her skill at maneuvering through the business world has caused her to clash with character's name and character's name, resulting in heated boardroom arguments and calculated power struggles. Individual challenges. Luna's plot has been significantly influenced by her personal issues, which extend beyond her dramatic encounters with other characters. Her path involves overcoming personal obstacles, resolving old traumas, and managing family connections. Her character now has greater depth, which helps viewers relate to and connect with her. Effect on the program. The storyline and characters of The Bold and the Beautiful have changed significantly since Luna's entrance. A deeper examination of her impact on the series is provided below. Engagement of the audience. Viewers have been gripped by Luna's multifaceted persona and her intricate connections. Fans are enthralled with her appearance and are actively debating her narratives on fan forums and social media. Elevated viewership and more talk around the program have resulted from audience involvement fueled by the mystery around her choices and actions. Character formation. Significant advancements in the arcs of other characters have resulted from Luna's encounters with them. The Forrester and Spencer families' ties have been tested by her presence, which has led to development and transformation. Due to Luna's influence, characters who were previously secure in their positions have been forced to change, resulting in new dynamics and altered power relations. Novelty in storylines. The program has been reinvigorated by the new plots and narrative twists that Luna has brought. Her part in love entanglements, family secrets, and economic conflicts has given authors fresh fodder. The program has remained lively and captivating due to the introduction of fresh concepts, drawing in new viewers while retaining its attraction for devoted viewers. Upcoming prospects. Luna's future on The Bold and the Beautiful is full with possibilities as she develops as a character. Among the possible plots are deepening relationships. There should be more drama and intrigue as Luna's relationships, both romantic and familial, continue to evolve. More investigation into her relationships with important persons is probably in store, which might result in fresh storyline twists and turns. growing business initiatives. Luna may play a bigger part in business, which would create new alliances and tensions. Her cunning moves might lead to further rivalry and turmoil, which would hurt the fortunes of the Spencer and Forrester families. Individual development. It is probable that Luna's inner journey will continue, offering spectators a profound understanding of her identity. Her story will be shaped by her setbacks and victories, which will give her character more depth and affect how she interacts with other people. In summary, unquestionably, Luna's arrival to the Bold and the Beautiful had a big impact on the program. Her intricate past, vibrant connections, and influence on significant plot points have made her an essential character whose existence has enhanced the series. The Bold and the Beautiful's future will surely be greatly shaped by Luna's role as the show develops, ensuring that the drama, glitz, and intrigue of the soap opera continue to be as captivating as ever. Sally Spectra from The Young and the Restless had quite the backstory before she even arrived in Genoa City. When the character debuted in January 2017 on The Bold and the Beautiful, she already had a significant following. In August 2020, actress Courtney Hope, who created the character on B&B, announced her departure from the serial opera. But by October of the same year, it was known that Sally was going to YNR, where she would keep up the drama. Sally Spectra, her great-aunt, inspired the name Sally. From their red hair and sense of style to their exuberant personality and ambition to establish the Spectra brand, the two ladies have a lot in common. Sally recruited the aid of her grandmother Shirley Saul Feinberg to Darlita, and herself, promising her great-aunt that she would revive Spectra fashions. After persuading CJ, Sally was given 6 months to establish her worth when Garrison decided not to sell the building to Bill Spencer as scheduled. She made a big impression by interrupting Zend Forrester's wedding and then initiating a food fight with Steffi Forrester, which was captured on camera for a viral video. She didn't love the idea, however, of having her sister Coco Spectra work as an intern at Forrester and wear a camera-equipped necklace so she could shoot and steal their ideas without even realizing it. Sally had accepted Thomas Forrester's invitation to Steffi's Australian wedding and was happy to go, but she objected when Shirley told her to snap pictures that they might use against them. Although Sally was apprehensive about using their pilfered ideas in production, she overcame her doubts and went forward with it. Sadly, in an attempt to rescue Coco, she was compelled to admit to grand theft. She almost went to jail when Thomas spoke on her favor at her court. To retain CJ, Thomas also made investments in her business. From giving Bill the building back so he could tear it down and construct his tower. Unaware that Bill had masterminded the deception, Sally regrettably allowed Thomas to return to New York with Caroline and their kid when she said she was dying. Thomas also joined Sally as a designer, and together they developed a swimsuit line to rival Forrester in Monaco. When Liam Spencer took over at Spencer and gave her back ownership of the building, she had someone to weep on and more than just emotional support. After surviving a small fire, Sally obtained a loan and started the extensive reconstruction of Spectra fashions. When Liam discovered that Bill was still the building's owner, he joined the Spectras in a protest. Bill, thinking that everyone had left, then destroyed the building, trapping Liam and Sally under the debris. Sally revealed that she had fallen in love with him because of fear that they would die, and they kissed. Sally rejected Bill's efforts to patch things up after they were saved, and she was heartbroken when Liam made up with Steffi after admitting to kissing her. After discovering the truth about Caroline's dishonesty and Bill's role in it, Thomas left Los Angeles and joined Sally as a key suspect, right up until Bill was shot and almost died. They split up when she and Thomas reconciled, but she later came back to say that her boyfriend had gotten back together with Caroline. After getting wasted together, she and Wyatt Spencer formed an odd new friendship. Wyatt assisted Sally in landing a job at Forrester and then attempted to further her career by relaunching Spectra fashions under the Spencer brand. After Sally rejected that, matters worsened when Wyatt's ex-girlfriend Florence Fulton visited the city and he was immediately attracted to the blonde, leaving Sally unmarried once again. When Flo's involvement in the tragic baby exchange became public, Wyatt broke up with her and hurried back to Sally. He proposed to her and she accepted even though she wanted to take things slowly. Everything was going well until Wyatt realized that Sally had contacted him by mistake, which caused him to start doubting her affections for him. And the redhead was doing well at Forrester until she had a full-blown panic attack due to her concerns of being fired after her designs for the fashion showdown let Ridge and Steffi down. Sally faced the blonde after Wyatt left her to go back to Flo, which made her dizzy and started trembling excessively. She saw Katie Logan in the hospital when she went there for tests because she was worried. When Sally was given the heartbreaking prognosis, she confided in Katie, who was there. Sally cried down when she was told she didn't have much time left, but Katie encouraged her to keep fighting and seek a second opinion in order to save her life. Despite Sally's request that Katie keep it a secret, she promptly informed Bill, Wyatt, and then Ridge and Steffi so they wouldn't fire the dying lady. Wyatt's return, stating he had issues with Flo, also eased Sally, even though she didn't know that Flo had pushed him to make the most of Sally's last days. Sally was warned by Dr. Escobar that she was managing her condition incorrectly, but the redhead rejected her attempts. When Sally eventually told Wyatt that she was dying, she discovered that Katie had already told him. However, it became clear that the whole affair was only a sophisticated ruse Sally had cooked up to get Wyatt back once Dr. Escobar visited her patient at home. The doctor has made an effort to convince Sally to tell the truth, but the redhead won't let up until Wyatt is taken away from Flo. Sally persisted in her attempts to sabotage Wyatt, but the redhead became alarmed when Flo found out. Sally attempted to tie Flo up in her apartment after Dr. Escobar knocked her unconscious to prevent her from telling Wyatt the truth. This was done in an attempt to seduce Wyatt and get pregnant with his child, thereby binding them together forever. However, Sally lost consciousness during a battle and Flo managed to write "help me" on her panties. So when Sally attempted to undress for Wyatt, the game was over. Sally attempted to ask Wyatt for forgiveness and explain her motivations as her plan fell apart around her, but then she just fell apart. Sally was rushed to the hospital where she was diagnosed with acute stress and tried to win Wyatt over to her side. In November 2020, Sally moved to Genoa City, hoping to get a prestigious position at Jabot, but she had to settle for working as Lauren Fenmore's secretary. He decided not to seek criminal charges, but he pushed her to leave. Theo Vanderway became her new best friend and accomplice, and they worked to further one another's careers inside the Abbott household. Sally had disagreements with Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman in particular, although she eventually began to get along well with Jack Abbott. Kyle and Summer traveled to LA to learn more about Sally's history, but Theo's knowledge concerning Kyle's extramarital affair in New York City put the competitors at a standstill. Additionally, Jack was cautioned not to associate with Sally by her mother, Phyllis Summers. Sally eventually told Jack about her scandalous past out of fear that someone else would, and Jack immediately put a stop to their developing relationship. Determined to get Summer out of town, Sally spoke with Ashlyn Locke and made a deal with him. If he could assist obtain Summer a position at an Italian fashion firm, Sally would give him information. Sadly, Eric Forrester ended up being the one who was supposed to decide on the employment. After Sally's involvement in forcing Summer to leave town came to light, Lauren dismissed her and Jack had no desire to work with her. She became friends with Chloe Mitchell, who also gave her a job on the fashion platform of Newman Media. Additionally, she warned Sally about Adam Newman, but the redhead ignored her advice and went for a romantic relationship with him. Although Sally's scheme to surreptitiously create Victoria Newman's wedding gown was Lauren was incensed that they had swapped outfits on her. Sally was always at odds with Chelsea in addition to Phyllis. Adam recruited Sally to work with him as the COO of Newman Media after Chelsea and Chloe left her out in the cold to create their own fashion company. After battling to keep their relationship completely professional, Sally and Adam eventually gave in to pleasure and had sex. Additionally, they helped one another out when Victoria and Ashlyn's separation threw Newman Locke into disarray. Sally was elevated to CEO of Newman Media when Victor appointed Adam CEO of Newman. But when Victoria came back to take over the family company, Sally was also concerned about her employment, and Adam was completely taken aback. She carried out her plan to choose Chloe as her COO after persuading Victoria to give her a chance to prove herself. She was heartbroken, however, when Adam broke up with her in order to avoid dragging her down with him. Nick Newman trusted Sally when she refused to expose the truth about Ashlyn's death. Nick and Sally even had sex in the workplace after he prevented Victoria from terminating the redhead. After discovering they were attracted to one another, the couple opted to simply enjoy themselves rather than define their relationship. In the end, Victoria persuaded Nick to dismiss Sally, and she chose to go it alone when Nick offered her money to start her own fashion company. She chose to launch a design company and brought Chloe on board. Adam made an attempt to get Sally back, but even though she ultimately chose to remain with Nick, They shared a last kiss as a kind of goodbye. Therefore, Sally was unaware of the Babadaddy's identity when she found out she was pregnant. Nick supported Sally throughout her challenging pregnancy and intervened when Victor attempted to harm Sally's possible business partnership with Chancellor Winters, even though he was saddened by the results of the DNA test indicating Adam was the child's father. After learning that she had preeclampsia, Sally became concerned. Sadly, she lost the baby, leaving her and Adam devastated. Sally rejected Nick after the death of tiny Ava, but she eventually came to appreciate his help as she healed. Chloe told her friend that if she accepted Victor's offer to operate a design business under the Newman umbrella, she was out of luck. It didn't matter, however, since Victor informed Sally the deal was off when she attempted to accept. Nick offered to finance her new interior design company, but she had to accept his condition that he be a quiet investment. Adam thought Sally was falling in love with him again, but they attempted to act as if nothing happened after their kiss. Nick was concerned when Sally admitted to kissing him, but she claimed that she was in love with him at that moment. Despite Nick ending their relationship, she couldn't help but feel pulled back to Adam. She let Chloe help design Daniel Romalotti's new apartment, and Chloe left Marchetti to resume her friendship with her pal. Chloe attempted to bring Nick and Sally back together, but Sally was once again enamored with Adam. Together, Sally and Adam rang in 2024 and rejoiced in their future. She and Nick decided to be friends, and after discovering they had a lot in common, she made a new friend in Audra Charles. When Sally's company collapsed, she was devastated, but Nick reassured her that not all investments are successful. Reluctantly, Summer took Sally on a trial position at Marchetti while Chelsea was on leave. However, they were taken aback by how well they got along, and Sally even persuaded Sally to try Chloe out as well. After moving in with Adam, Sally found it difficult to help him as he and Chelsea coped with Connor's OCD. She and Billy started to suspect that Adam and Chelsea were becoming more and more attached, and Adam felt terrible when he realized he'd left Sally to grieve their daughter's death anniversary alone.